Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about DNS malware filtering, specifically with Quad9 DNS. This is important because with DNS filtering, we're able to block attacks and spam and spyware before it ever touches your computer and before it ever even gets into your network. Before we get started, we should do a quick overview of what DNS is. In the example provided by Kaspersky Lab, we can see a computer making a web request to google.com. Before the computer can make a web request to google.com, it first needs to resolve google.com into an IP address which the computer can understand. In order to do that, the computer is first going to ask its DNS server, where is google.com? The DNS server is going to reply back with an A or a quadruple A record if it's IPv6 with the IP address of google.com. In this case, it's 87.245.200.153. At that point, the computer is going to use that IP address to locate the server and request the website for google.com. Quad9 adds one step to this process. Before returning its answer to the computer, it first checks the query against its threat list. If it matches a known threat, it simply will not resolve it and will instead return an NX record to the computer, basically telling it that it does not exist. In order to test the effectiveness of Quad9's DNS filtering, I first came over to zonefiles.io and I downloaded their list of currently active compromised domains. The list was quite large and contained a little over 26,000 active domain names, so I trimmed it down to a little over 1,000. I first took that list and I ran it through Google's 8.8.8.8 domain in order to filter out any of the names that didn't resolve or active anymore or simply didn't return anything. Once I had that list, I then compared it against Quad9. Here are my results. For the 1,036 domains that Google was able to resolve, only 27 of them were resolved through Quad9, meaning that Quad9 had a 97.4% block rate. In order to take advantage of the benefits that we get from DNS filtering, we need to change our DNS settings either on our computer or on our network router. To change these settings on your computer using Linux Mint 20, we're first going to come to System Settings. Next, we're going to click on Network. You're going to go to your connection and then click on the cogwheel. You're going to come down to IPv4, and you're going to scroll down to where it says DNS. In my case, you see that my DNS is set to my router and to my Raspberry Pi. The reason that it's set to these is because on those devices, I have the upstream DNS resolver for them set to Quad9 DNS. This way, I get DNS filtering for my entire network and not just one single computer.